righty.
Heavy Petting with Cheri Hardman. Today's guest is is it Robeson? Robeson.
Yes.
Robeson. Why don't you introduce me to your friend there?
This is Swagger. I think she's about 10 nowadays.
Ah. And what kind of dog is she?
She's a half pit bull, half lab.
Ah. So tell me about the day that you got her.
Well, she was my sister's boyfriend's dog, and he just kind of left her here one day. So it's not she was a happy accident.
Ah.
But yeah, no, I've had her for about probably 6 years now.
So she was like 4 when you got her, huh?
Yeah.
Well, she looks sweet. My dog would not be sitting still for that long already, so.
I got treats behind the camera.
Does she do any tricks, or does she have any quirks or anything?
She doesn't do any tricks. I think she is super social around, especially with other dogs. Like even like with squirrels and rabbits, she doesn't chase them. She'll just kind of, try to play with them. But I'd say her biggest quirk is she loves sunbathing more than any dog I know. She
Really?
just loves sitting. She's actually kind of upset I brought her out of the sun indoors here. But yeah, no, she loves it.
If she were to write a review of you as an owner, what would she say?
Oh man, I think she'd say I'm gone for too much of the day, and that I should let her sit on the couch more than just having her on a podcast. But I think she's pretty good here, and maybe that I'd wash her every day because she likes to lay down in the pollen.
Oh,
So yeah, no, it's hard keeping her clean.
looks like a sweetheart.
She is. Everybody always like I said, she's really social. She gets a lot of attention at dog parks and whatnot.
Yeah. What a sweetheart. I wish I could pet you. Anything else you want to tell me about her before we move on?
I don't think so.
All right, so she's free to go if she wants to. She can stay there too. Because now we're going to talk about heavy petting of the human variety. Now,
all right.
You're young, and some of the viewers are young, so I always have to explain that heavy petting is a euphemism for making out, going to second or third base, whatever. As far as the show here, it just means any romantic kind of contact. So if you have any stories about dating or making out or sex or love, I would like to hear one.
All right. I think I have less of those stories than most people. But one that I have is I went to Portland to do a show with a friend one time, and then after the show, we kind of split ways, and I was going to hang out with some other friends. And one thing that I like to do when I'm out, getting fucked up, especially in a town that I'm not used to being in, and I know I'm just going to be crashing at somebody's house, so I always get major munchies and everything. So I always go to a convenience store, and I'll get like 4 candy bars, and I'll put them in my pockets for later. And so after I'm done hanging out with my friends, my other friend calls me to pick me up, and it's about 1 a.m., and I am super tired, super faded, and I'm sitting there in Pioneer Square trying not to fall asleep while I'm waiting for my other friend to pick me up. And he picks me up and he says, we're going to go to a strip club. And I am, super tired. I was out of my mind, and we went, and I was like, all right, okay. And we went down to the strip club and went into this place, and it was these were the first naked women I had ever seen, not on a screen, right, in
Oh.
real life. So my mind was obviously quite blown. And I went to the first one I saw. I wanted to get a dance from a girl who I'd never be able to get in real life. So I picked this woman about 11 feet tall, and my face was right there, right by her vagina. And I was like, all right, cool. So I get a dance, and she says that I need to get everything out of my pockets, so she could sit on me and whatnot. So I pull out my keys and my phone, and I was too embarrassed about the candy bars, so I leave them in. And and then she goes, you have more stuff. Can you please take it out? So I pull out one candy bar, thinking that would be better than the four, and I was like, maybe she won't notice the other three in there. And she's like, yeah, I need everything. So I start pulling all these candy bars out of my pockets, and she's laughing and everything. And then and I was like, oh yeah, I had told her that she was the first naked lady I had ever seen in real life, which made her laugh even harder. So like about 2 minutes later, she starts finally, doing what strippers do. And I had a fun time. It was a good experience. I haven't been to a strip club since, but it was quite fun. And yeah, I was quite embarrassed of all these Rocky Road bars and Reese's peanut butter cups I had to pull out of my pants, and they were just sitting there, and I put them, and then she gets up, and it was the end of it or whatever, so I had to go and stuff all this candy back in my pants. And so yeah, she could have asked, is that a candy bar, or are you just happy to see me? And I would have said both.
I have some follow-up questions.
All righty.
All right, so I think she maybe was worried about melting your candy bars. Number one. Have you said you haven't been to a strip club since? Have you seen a naked lady since?
No, I haven't.
Oh, so
only on the TV.
Okay, so you've never had sex? Are you a virgin?
No, I haven't.
And how old are you?
I'm too old to be saying that. I'm 22.
Oh, you're not that old. You're still a baby.
Yeah.
All right, so let's turn this into a dating game.
All right.
What kind of, I assume you're straight because you were talking about naked ladies.
Right.
What kind of women do you like?
I mean, I don't have enough experience to have a type, which kind of makes it harder for me when dating. I'm kind of just all over the place. But I think the things that I've liked so far are things that most people. I like it when a girl just gets me, like when she just totally gets my humor, and we have the same kind of way of talking and the same kind of way of thinking about things. I like somebody that I can talk to for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I like people who are a bit more fun than me too, or a bit more,
outgoing, maybe.
Yeah, and less. I'm pretty ritualistic, so I like people who break me out of that mold a bit.
Got it. So you live in Bend, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because I met you twice, right? Has it been twice or 3 times?
Mm-hmm. I believe it was 2 times. I think the first time was at the Tacoma comedy competition.
And then in
what's that, Forest Grove?
Yeah, that place, wherever that place was.
Yeah,
with Andrew. Yeah, one of his
competitions.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, I usually ask people, what's the best compliment you've ever received on your naked body?
Yeah, none. I don't know. I haven't even received compliments on my clothed body. I think the best compliment I've had is that people are always surprised that I'm a virgin. That's always a nice compliment
That
when
is a
people are.
nice compliment. Now,
Yeah.
now I know that there's probably a lot of older women right now that will be like, how do you feel about cougars?
Well,
I'm
I
not
mean,
asking,
it's how
don't
I.
worry, I'm not asking for me.
Yeah, well, it's like any group of people. It's like if they're hot. It's like how people say like, "Oh, do you like redheads?" It's like, yeah, if they're hot, if I'm attracted to them, and it's like I feel the same way with with older ladies. It's like, yeah, if I find them attractive, it's not like I seek that out or find everyone attractive. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there's there's definitely some.
Got it. All right. Well, where can people find you if they want to find you?
Uh, they can find me on Instagram at Cole_Robeson, and then they can find me on my Facebook, Cole Robeson.
Okay.
I've got T-shirts currently on shopbeertown.com. There's a lot of cool T-shirts there, and some other T-shirts from some Bend comics. But yeah, I got T-shirts there if you want a T-shirt. Yeah, that's about all the plugs I got.
I know it's kind of hard right now because most of us don't have any shows going on.
Right.
But yeah. All right. Well, they can follow your online presence. I can't wait to see you again in person. Whenever that will be. Thank you for coming on and bringing your beautiful dog.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate you having me on. I can't wait to see you again. You always have some, you always have some jokes that I remember for a while.
Well, that's good. That's good. All right. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Thank you very much.
What's on her mind? She's a big, big girl in a skinny woman's world. Now she's a big, big girl in a skinny woman's world. Now she's a big, big girl, big, big girl.